What's happening, traders? We're back, like we never left, kicking off fresh discussions with real traders about their journeys and lessons they've learned along the way. This podcast dives deep into the ups, downs, and everything in between. The struggles, the breakthroughs, and the strategies that make this trading game so challenging yet rewarding. Today, I'm thrilled to welcome back a familiar face to the pod, the Institute Trader. If you've tuned in before, you already know the wealth and the knowledge that this trader brings to the table. In this episode, we dig deeper into the experiences, exploring insights and actionable tips that help new traders sidestep the pitfalls that trip up so many of us. Let's get into it. So, what is happening, man? We're back on NOFOMO, man. What is happening? We got IT in the house, Institute Trader. What is happening, brother? Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just here. I'm doing very well. Um,
Oh man, that is
it's,
good, man. That is good. I'm
it's
happy to have you back, brother. I wanted to have get into a deep discussion about you, your beginnings, how you came into the world of trading, and your views on the market. So we can get a good breakdown for new traders stepping into the space.
okay, okay,
So, so I wanted to start off by talking about your personal journey and motivation. So, how did you first get started into day trading, and what inspired you to pursue it seriously?
right, okay. I think next month, November, will be exactly 10 years since I
Wow.
actually began my journey. Yeah, and what inspired me was back then I was doing lots of stuff to earn money, and basically none of them were because I have this notion of trying to not predict the future, but to see what will last longer. So the business that I was actually doing back then was selling on Amazon, and I didn't want to depend on Amazon because I have to wait for Amazon to pay me, which didn't sit well with me. And at the
Right.
time, I didn't want to work for someone as well because I don't know. I have this desire not to be employed by someone. So
Ah.
when I heard about Forex trading, and funny enough, I had it in church. There's a guy that came to our church and started discussing about investment, and he did give us a book, The Secret to Becoming a Millionaire. And in
Uh,
that book, it was actually talking about Forex trading. So I got interested and I pursued it for a 3 day course that they offered back then. And well, within that 3 days, they were just showing us indicators. Now that I understand trading, they were just showing us indicators, and we did try it for some time, and it didn't work. So I did see the potential in what they were trying to offer us. So I started doing online research, and then I found Online Trading Academy back then, a very big, I would say, education platform for Forex. They are still around. And then I actually pursued their course. I paid about £8,000 at a time to
wow.
to to start the journey. And yeah, it didn't go as I wanted because I didn't get what I wanted. So I did
Wow.
kind of stop at some point because it wasn't sitting well with me, the strategy, the whole thing.
So it's
And
like a huge reality check.
yeah, yeah, because
Yeah.
what they were promising and what we were getting wasn't adding up, to be honest. Um,
Right.
and since
So
it was
like,
expensive, I didn't want to, just leave the money. So I kind of did it for some time, and then at some point, I just realized that it wasn't helping.
right, right. So like, what would you say were some of your biggest challenges you faced early in your trading career?
Um, it was finding the right methodology, or someone would say
Mhm.
finding the right approach. to the market. That was the biggest challenge.
So it's a
Because
bit of
without
strategy hopping, like you'd say.
yeah, yeah,
Right, right. And finding the right strategy that fits with you and
with
how
me.
you see the market. And yeah. So like, can you describe a major turning point in your trading journey? When did things start to click for you? Like you had that aha moment.
Right. Okay. So that was, I would say, 2018, 2019, thereabout, because I did
Mm.
find ICT um in 2016, towards the end of 2016. So
The inner circle traders.
yes, the inner circle
Okay.
trade, ICT. So I found him around 2016. So I started studying his material for almost 2 years. And the
Okay.
big turning point was when I actually signed up to his mentorship in
Mm.
2018 November. Yeah, that was a big turnaround because that's when I actually started seeing what I wanted to see. So
Wow.
from there, I started paying more attention to the market because I did find what I was looking for, and then I just continued studying till date.
Hmm. So like, how do you balance trading with your personal life, especially on days with high market volatility?
Right. So regarding
Because you
that,
you are a full time trader, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So like, how can you describe that? How you balance your trading life with your personal life?
Right. Okay. So like I'm married. I have a son. So
Okay.
it's quite difficult to day trade. So I don't actually day trade. So now I still um short term and swing. I day
Mm.
trade if there is an opportunity in the market because I understand the market. So if I see an opportunity for the day, I'll take it. But mostly I short term to swing trade, and how that's how I balance it. Because if I was to day trade, it would be very hard for me because I have to look after my son, take him to school. I have responsibility as a husband as well. So
Right.
I kind of approach the market in a way that will kind of suit my lifestyle.
Hmm.
So short term
Okay.
trading to swing trading, and then if I do get a bit of day trades, then I kind of take them as well.
Right. Okay. So like, what's your primary trading strategy, and how do you develop it?
Right. Okay. So regarding the strategy, it took me a while to fully understand ICT concepts. And
Okay.
when I understood the market, the approach that suited me was looking at the weekly range, how how the week is going to trade. Because upon all the studies with ICT stuff, that was I have figured that that was the best approach for myself. So I look at how the week ended, right? Say this weekend, how the week ended, and then I'll look at the previous week. So, for example, if last week closed bullish, and then this week that has just ended also closed bullish, then the following week, depending on where the market is trading at. So I'll look at if there is still room for price to go up, then I'll be bullish. If there is no room, then maybe I'll stay on the sidelines and see if there's going to be a day trade. But if there is still room to where I think the market is going, then that particular week, which is next week, I'll be bullish, right? That will be my bias for the week. And then I'll look at the daily, how the daily chart is also trading. And from there, I'll decide whether I want to take a trade for the week or I'll sit on my hands or what I'm going to do. So I basically trade the weekly range.
Hmm. So how do you approach your risk management in your trades? Do you have a specific system for cutting losses?
Yes, I do. I do. So I have a risk management of taking trades um, during specific time of the year. So
Mm.
between January to March, I risk no more than 0.25% of my account. And then between um, April to May, I risk 0.50% of my account.
Mm-hmm.
Then between June to August, I risk 0.25. And then between October to December, I risk 0.50. That's that's flat, standard. I don't change it. So
Interesting.
for the whole year, that's how I approach the market in terms of risk. But in terms of actually cutting losses, I do know a little bit about when the market is not going to go in my favor because I use some ICT, I'll say PD arrays that
Mm.
if they are not working, I know it's not going to work. Then I'll cut my loss. So I
Huh.
use PD arrays to basically check if a trade is going to play out or not. For example, if a trade is trading at the fair value gap, that's basically what I do. I trade fair value gaps and
Right.
price trades through the fair value gap. I don't wait for it to go to where my stop loss is. So
Hmm.
then I'll cut the
Okay.
trade off.
Okay. So can you walk us through your daily trading routine? Like what does a typical trading day look like for you?
Right. Okay. So for the day, I wake up 7 in the morning because I don't day trade, so I can sleep. Wake up 7 in the morning, get my son ready for school,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll sit and check the market to see. Let's say on a Monday, I'll check the market to see if price traded overnight down. If I'm bullish, if price traded overnight down to a level that I have actually anticipated. If nothing is there, then I'll just leave the market till the afternoon. So in the morning, I'll take my son to school and then I'll come back. When I come back, I mostly do a lot of work on myself. So I do my spiritual practices, meditation, affirmations, and then breathing exercise. Um, and then in the afternoon, around 1, if I see that the market has traded to my level that I'm anticipating, then I'll obviously look for a trade idea. But if there's still nothing happening, then I'll proceed to reading a book or I'll just be watching movies or listening to music. I don't do much because I'm very reserved. But if there's an opportunity, then obviously I'll set myself up for a trade. But if there's nothing, then I'll not do anything. Then around 3 p.m., I'll go and pick up my son, come back, feed him, and then I'll sit in front of the screen again to check if there is any opportunity. If there's nothing, then I'll go about doing husband stuff, maybe prepare dinner for my wife, or if she's gone to work, because my wife is a nurse, or I'll just again go back and do spiritual exercises. But if there
Nice.
is a trade for the week, let's say on a Tuesday, because between Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when I am active. So Tuesday, typical day will be like wake up and I'll kind of spend an hour earlier. So I'll wake up 6 and then check the market. Usually by Tuesday morning, there's something cooking. So I need to be alert for the market. So in the
Indeed.
morning, I'll wake up 6 a.m. and then I'll check the market. Usually there's something happening because Monday will give me an idea how the week is going to trade. So I'll plan for the day, how I'm going to trade for the day. And then, like I said, I'll get my son ready for school, take him to school, come back. If what I'm expecting in the market is playing out, then I'll take a trade because my trade doesn't end for the day. It's actually between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If it's a day trade, then yes, just for the day. But usually it's for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and sometimes Friday. So I'll take a position and then I'll just leave it for the rest of the week.
Ah, wow. So you're more of a swing trader than a day trader or a scalper.
That's why I say short term,
Right.
weekly range, how the week is going to trade. So if you're going to trade up for the week, I'll look for the low of the week to form and then I'll take a trade and then I'll hold it till the end of the week or till Thursday.
Indeed. Like, so how do you describe how do you, I mean, I'm sorry. how do you decide when to enter or exit a trade? Like, what indicators or signals do you rely on the most?
Okay, so like I said, I mostly trade ICT, so no indicators. But
Ah,
um, let's say a typical trade idea. Let's use the trade that I took on um, um, dollar card this week. I took
okay,
a long on dollar card this week. So on Monday, I saw that price closed above Friday's high, right? And at the same time, the daily time frame closed above the previous week high, right?
okay,
So then that gives me, based on my understanding of the market, that gives me a good understanding that the market is going to go up based on all the things that I would look for. So on Tuesday during the London session, I saw that the 10 o'clock, the H4 time frame, the 10 o'clock, my 10 o'clock, the H4 candle also closed above a previous candle, right? So
mm-hmm.
based on again my understanding the market, that is an indication price is gonna go up. That will be the low of the day. So I took the long, put my stop loss below the down candle. There was a down candle that formed overnight during the Asian session. So I put my stop loss below that, and then I left the trade for the rest of the week. And if you check the dollar card, you see that between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I think Friday, price continue going up. So
Wow,
that's how I trade. So I
wow,
look at how the market is going to trade for the week, and then I'll find an entry on Tuesdays, mostly.
sweet, sweet. Like, so, I mean, I can understand how that can be pretty difficult, especially like when you're intraday trading or short term scalping. I mean, short term, when you're playing a range for a short term range, it can cause emotional and psychological aspects of things to
Yes.
fluctuate. Like, so I wanted to get into what role does I'm sorry, what role does emotional control play in your trading, and how do you manage stress and anxiety during losing streaks?
That's a good question. So with the style that I trade, yes, you're going to get a little bit emotional most of the time because if I'm expecting the market to go up for the week and it doesn't, sometimes it does, consolidate.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it will not even go in your favor at all. So you have to understand that it's part of the game. So when it's happening, that's why I do mostly, like I said earlier, I do spiritual work or I do practices. So the
Mm-hmm.
easiest way that I control my emotion is I do breathing exercise, right? When you do breathing exercises, it actually calms your emotions down. So generally, when I feel the pressure that the market is either going against me, then I'll calm myself down, realize that it's also part of the game because you cannot always win all the time. So then I'll do my breathing exercise, calm myself down, and then I'll make decisions. I don't, with the kind of exercises that I do, I don't really get emotional because I've been in the game for quite a while, right? Like I said, next month will be 10 years. So I understand that winning and losing is part of the game. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't let losing trades get to me too much. No. And I know that risk to reward also is a huge, factor in trading. So as long as my risk is less and my reward are higher, I can take losing trades, maybe five, six losing trades in a row, but I'll still make one trade and make all of that back. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't let that, get to me too much. So I've got to a point where emotionally and stress wise, I don't really have them much. Weeks where we have, let's say, CPI news, rate announcement, NFP, those are the days that, because of how big the market is going to move, yes, I do get a little bit nervous towards the news event. But apart from that, yeah, I'm good with emotions.
So like I know being that you've been in the game for a minute, you've experienced the tragedy of having a significant loss. So like tell me how did you experience the significant loss when it happened, and how did you mentally recover and adjust to your approach?
Right. That's a another good question. It brings me back to 2019.
Mm,
2019, that's when I had, actually it's twice. It happened twice. So the first one was when I was actually learning ICT stuff. I began to understand the market a little bit. So I went in pretty hard, and then I made a significant amount in a short period of time. That was 2018, between January to June. I made quite a abnormal returns, and I actually went on holiday. And whilst I was
mm.
going on holiday, I should have closed most of my trades, but I didn't. And then I came back and I lost pretty much all of it.
Ah,
So yeah, I lost all of it. I blew my account.
goodness.
So
Happens to the best of us.
that was the most painful part of my journey. I remember I actually cried,
Man,
because seeing the kind of progress that I made between January and June, and then just to blow everything in August, is I didn't believe it. It was unbelievable. That's what actually sat me down to really reconsider trading.
mm,
And then I said to myself, if you're going to do this, you have to do it the right way. That's when I actually signed up for his mentorship, because before I was learning his free material and I was doing quite well, but it seems I didn't understand all of it. So I was actually lucky in a trending market between the January and June. So if you are lucky to be in a trending market, making money is easy. But when market is turning around or is going in a consolidation, then you have to be very skillful. So I pretty much lost everything, and then
wow.
that's when I
Wow.
actually sat down and signed up to his mentorship to learn properly. And then the second one was in 2019, in May, June. Again, I started recovering, doing well again. And then I don't know if most people have gone through this experience that I'm about to share. You think you know it all. You want family to know, you want friends to know. So I actually told some of my friends, and someone decided to invest money in me, right, to give
Mm.
me money to trade for them. So I took their money and I started trading for them. And then lo and behold, within the couple of, I think, 2 months, uh, gold did me bad, right?
Oh,
And then I also lost not just my money, I lost their money as well. So
oh man.
that was when I decided, one, I'm never trading for anyone ever again, because that pressure that you're gonna get when you lose someone's money, it's unbearable.
Right.
So I actually decided not to trade anyone's money again. And then since then, I actually went within. I started not wanting to do with anyone.
Mm. Wow.
So I did learn quite a lot from those two experiences.
Man, so like that makes me want to jump over into discipline. Tell me how do you stay disciplined and sticking to your trading plan, especially when the markets are unpredictable?
Right, that's again a good question. The thing about the market is it's not always predictable, right? That's why we trade our plan.
Right.
Okay, you can't say you can predict it with a certain degree of precision, but it's not always going to be like that. So you have to have a plan, right? That's why we trade a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, then it's going to be hard for you to even be profitable. Okay. So first thing, you need to have a plan and then stick with the plan. When the market is moving well, if you've been in the market for a while, you will know when the market is, like right now, or this year, what I expected the market to be, that's not what it's doing. But you have to ride with it. So again, your plan will save you. Because if you know that you're not meant to be in the market, why are you in the market?
Hmm.
Okay. So my plan is, if I am due to be in the market, I will be in there with my risk. If I'm not due to be in the market, I will not be in there. Okay, so
Hmm.
it requires discipline. And to be disciplined, you have to know what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing, then obviously discipline is not going to be something that will help you. So first, know what you're doing. I know what I am looking for in the market. If it's there, I'm in there. If it's not there, I'm not doing anything. So discipline comes in by first knowing what you want in the market or what you're looking for in the market. Then you can stay disciplined.
Hmm. So like discussing that discipline and understanding your trading plan. Tell me about your learning and your growth aspect of things. What books, courses, or resources have had the biggest impact on your trading journey? I know you said it was ICT, so I know that would be at the top of the list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So when it comes to um, my trading, the technical aspect, then it will be ICT.
Right.
I learned ICT, and that's it. I've learned some things from some other people, but it was still ICT stuff. So there
Hmm.
are certain things that ICT might not, you might not understand learning it from ICT, but other people, explain it. I would say better, not better, but because ICT knows it, or maybe he's trying to hide the exact way to explain it so other people figure out. Like, say, for example, an auto block, right? The
Hmm.
way ICT will explain an auto block will be different from how I will explain auto block, right? And the way I explain it might make sense to someone than the way ICT will explain to someone. So then someone will come and learn auto blocks from me. Okay, so
Hmm.
I didn't learn everything from ICT, but there are certain things that I learned somewhere else, but it was still ICT stuff. So the technicals was ICT. And then I started self development because when I did fall down back in 2018 and 2019, I needed to work on myself.
Hmm.
Okay, so I started listening to L. Nightingale, um, The
Hmm.
Strangest Secret in the World.
Classic.
Um, yeah, that's one of the classic that actually got my mindset started rolling. And
Hmm.
then a book that I read that actually also had an impact on me was um, what's his name? This guy. How to become no, it's Larry Williams. I forgot the book. ICT preaches about it quite a lot. How I
Hmm.
made $1 million trading commodities
Hmm.
by Larry Williams. That's also another good that helped me when it comes to the technicals. And then when it comes to the psychology, um, this gentleman, he's passed away, Mark Douglas, how to trade like a professional trader. I think it's a four-part series on YouTube.
Hmm.
Very, very good on discipline and psychology, trading psychology. So Mark Douglas had a huge impact on my trading psychology. He was the one that actually got me to think about the market mechanically, to start
Hmm.
looking for a mechanical approach to the market. Because if your trading approach is mechanical, then that's where discipline can come in because you know exactly the variables that you're looking for, right? So if you
Right.
know the variables that you're looking for, then you can stay disciplined. Because if I'm looking for example, like I said, if I'm looking for the week to close above the previous week before I look for a trade, it's mechanical. There's no guessing, right? So it's either
Hmm.
it closed above or it didn't. So with that, it gives me, the discipline to say, okay, this week I'm going to trade or this week I'm not going to trade. So when it comes to the psychology aspect, it was McDouglas. And then I did a lot of reading on spiritual stuff as well, which you're not going to go there because that'll take us forever.
Man, those are some good stuff, man. Because I've read quite a bit of Mark Douglas stuff too, and he's good. So I
Very,
wanted to
very
talk
good.
about indeed. I wanted to talk about how important is journaling your trades, and what insights have you gained from keeping a trading journal.
Okay. So um you and I know I've actually been teaching for quite some time,
Right.
right, as a mentor. Journaling is something that I preach quite a lot. Um,
Mm,
it's so important in your development. You can say to a certain degree that's your own book, your personal book that you're writing,
right.
because it serves to guide you in your trading when you get to a certain point in your journey. And I'll give you an example. When I was making money in 2018, right, between that January to June, to be honest, I did not do any journaling. I did not write anything down. So when I got to August and I blew up my account, I sat down and I was thinking, how did I even make all this money?
Mm,
Right? I didn't know what kind of strategy I used, because
mm.
when you go through such losses, it's like you get a memory wipe. You don't remember anything. So that's when I actually sat down and realized that, what if I had recorded my trade? What if I had recorded my journey, right? Then I can go back and look at the journal and then see, okay, I was doing this, I was doing that. That's why I was making the money. Okay. So I like the way ICT puts it. It says that it serves as a positive reinforcement.
Hmm.
So your journal serves as a positive reinforcement in your days when you're down, because the market is not always going to go in your favor. You are going to hit that rough patch, and you are going to need a reminder, something that's going to remind you that you know what you're doing. And that's where journaling comes in. Apart from all the other stuff that journaling serves for, this is the main purpose that I personally encourage everyone to journal, because you are going to need to remember yourself what you are doing. And some of my students, sometimes they don't journal their trades, and then they will come back and I ask them, why did you take this trade? And they'll be like, I don't know. Right. And it kind of baffles my mind. How can you take a trade and don't know why you took the trade? So that's
Wow.
where journal comes in. You need to journal your trades so that you know why you're taking your trades, and at the same time, it will help you during your rough patches. Classic is gonna definitely help you when you get there, because you need something to fall back to when the things are not going right.
Right. Right. So like with that being said, what are your views on demo trading versus live trading when it comes to refining your strategy?
Okay. So when I actually was when I started, demo trading didn't exist for me. I never
Hmm.
wanted to demo trade. I wanted to make money. Again, it in a way it did help me to grow quickly, because you actually, in the market with your skin. So if you lose money. You're not losing fake money.
Hmm.
But when I got to understand the market, that's when I actually realized how important demo trading is. So it actually helps you to know your trading plan. It helps you to understand exactly what you want to do in the market before you go in. So I do recommend my students to actually demonstrate between 3 to 6 months before they enter the market with live if they are learning from me. All right.
Hmm.
Because you need to know how the market is going to be for you with your understanding. So personally, after I concluded ICT mentorship, I demonstrated for 6 months. That was between 2020. January to 2020 June. I was just demo trading. And
Hmm.
then I think roundabout in May, I got confident in my stuff. That's when I actually started teaching as well, or giving out trade ideas. So I demo traded for 6 months between January to June. But in May, I was very confident in what I was doing. So instead of me taking the demo trades, I started sharing my trade ideas. That's when I actually ventured out as institute trader.
Hmm. Okay. So, how do you continuously improve and adapt your strategy in changing market conditions?
Mm. So with improvement of my strategy, it's not something that I can continuously improve, but I can refine it in such a way that my entries are better,
Hmm.
my stop loss are much tighter. So in terms of improvement, I don't really improve on it, but refine it because I understand the market to a certain degree because I'm mainly on the high time frame, right?
Hmm.
And when
Okay.
you're on the high time frame, you don't change much because if it's going up, you go up for some time. If it's going down, you go down for some time. So there's nothing to really change. But when it comes to the entry and then the stop loss, you need to be able to refine it. So refinement, or you say improvement, is on the side of my entries and my exit and where I take my profits. So there is this I'm not going to advertise anything here, but there is this software that I use that helps me to do that.
Okay.
It's kind of trading view replay,
Okay.
but it's a better version of it where you can actually take trades. So um, I continuously I go back maybe 10 years and then I'll play it till now and I'll be taking trades till now. Like I'm trading live, not the trading view version of replay. No, it actually helps you to take trades. So if I go back, let's say between now and January, I will not see what the market has done. So I will trade it as if the market is live. And then I'll refine my entries, my stop loss, and my take profit.
Right. Okay. So, like, let's talk about the broader industry insights. What are your thoughts on the current state of the market? Where do you see trading opportunities today?
Um, so I think most people are into um, the indices now, thanks to ICT, because I
Hmm.
live in ICT world. So thanks to ICT, most people have ventured into the indices market. Um,
Okay.
but I dabble between where I see opportunity, right? Now, that comes with understanding the market. But where I see growth and potential development, where most people are going to go into, is the new generation are going to go into cryptos. It's obvious.
Huh.
But the older generation, like myself and those that started trading for a while, most are going to go into indices because it's kind of one easier to trade, and then two, you make money quicker.
Huh.
Forex is going to be a thing where it's going to be kind of for beginners,
Huh. Okay.
right? So you start the market with trading Forex, learning how the market actually works, and then as you get better at it, then you go into indices or futures market. And the new generation prefer cryptocurrency. Well, some old generation prefer cryptocurrencies, but yeah, myself, I dabble between all of them because I understand the market. So where I see opportunity, I jump
Hmm. Okay. So, how has trading evolved over the years? I mean, because you've been in it for a minute. How do you see that it has evolved over the years, and how do you see it changing in the next decade?
in. Yes, it has changed quite a lot since I started back in 2014. Um, you didn't have the tools that you have now. right?
Mm.
And the technology has also improved significantly, and there is much people in the market now than before. So I see that going forward, there is going to be more AI. That's where
Right.
it's going. I see that there's going to be more AI. So it's going to be,
Algorithmic trading.
yes,
Mm.
it's going to be more technical, um, precision, and then most people are going to struggle
Mm.
because when the market evolve to with this AI, it's going to be kind of, most people are going to either want to be with the AI technology or sticking with manual, which it will be a cycle, boom and bust. Because I see the market evolving with the
Right.
kind of technology that we are advancing into. I see the market evolving to completely AI trading.
Huh.
That's where it's going. Yeah.
So, like, being that you're on the inside and we have people that are listening that could possibly be on the outside wanting to come into this industry, what are some common misconceptions about day trading that you see that should be cleared up?
Okay. Day trading is hard. It's not. Um, it's not hard. You just need to understand the market, right? With it's understanding yourself, understanding the market, then you can day trade. Um, Another misconception is nobody makes money. Yes, people do make money.
Hmm.
Obviously, I don't day trade, but when I day trade, I do make money. I take day trades every now and then. So yes, people do make money. I make money if I day trade. Um, my students, most of them are day traders. One of them, especially, she trades on the 1 minute chart. And believe me, she took a trade. Uh, One day she made 56K. Um, she's still learning, and it was a demo account, and she didn't believe it. I was like, well, there you go. You can't make such money in just even trading the 1 minute chart. It all boils down to understanding. So yes, people don't understand that this thing is possible. So if you are coming into the market new, I would say study yourself, study the market, and then find what works for you. Don't
Hmm.
look at what people are saying online because most people are just going to talk. So
Hmm.
study yourself, study the market, find what works best for you, and then shut social media down and then listen to yourself.
Hmm.
Because
And
there's so many misconceptions or misinformation online. And then find yourself a mentor, someone that is going to guide you, because you're going to need someone that will help you make your journey shorter.
huh. I mean, and like you could say that those misconceptions are commonly fueled by fear, and we tend to fear those things that we don't understand. So you get more
Correct.
understanding, and that will push away the fear and make you more comfortable,
Yes. Because
ultimately leading to no FOMO.
yes, because most people, fear is something that paralyze your mind. It kind of
Hmm.
doesn't help you to see properly. So when you come into the market and then you hear people saying certain things, um, like for example, when I started, right, um, there was a guy that constantly was telling me, "Oh, this is so difficult. You can't do it." I tried it. It's not possible. I was like, "Okay, you don't know me, right?" So, what I would say to new members is don't listen to anyone. That's why I said, if possible, find yourself a mentor, right? Someone that has
Hmm.
been in the market so that they will teach you the right way. And when you have someone that has been in the market for a while, they will actually tell you all the misconceptions or because they've been in there for a long time. Okay. So if you get someone that has been in there for a long time, not myself, because I actually stopped. Um, I don't do mentorship anymore. I'm
Hmm.
kind of reserved now. But find yourself a mentor and then let them guide you so that you find the right information. Because those that have been in the market that are mentoring, they have the right information, the correct approach that was going to help you rather than you going in there yourself and then trying to figure things out, because that is going to take you longer.
Indeed. So like being that we have some new traders that are tuning in, seeing the insight from somebody who's been in the game for a minute, what advice would you give someone just starting their day trading journey?
Um, Work on yourself.
Hmm.
90% of the trading is psychological and 10% is technical. So work on yourself more. Try
Hmm.
to understand yourself more, because funny, whether you believe it or not, you're actually believing, I'm sorry, you're trading what you believe up here.
Hmm.
Okay. Trading is just that, the discipline that you have up here. So it's all
Right.
about yourself. And I did learn this from, again, Mark Douglas. He put it in such a nice way. He said that, what does it take to be a trader? Right.
Hmm.
And the answer that he gave, most people gave, is you need a computer and then you need a mouse. But that doesn't make you a trader,
Hmm.
right? Because to have a computer and have a mouse is just clicking.
Huh.
But what is up here is what makes you a trader. So you need to work on what is up here, because that's where the trading happens. It doesn't happen with the clicking or the computer that you have. It happens up here. So work up here mostly. And then add the technicals, because someone can just be disciplined and flip a coin. Say, I'm going to flip a coin. Whatever side comes, either I'll heads is a buy, tails is a sell. And if he stays disciplined with that, they'll be profitable. Why? Because they've worked on it up here.
Hmm.
So, work on yourself, your psychology, your discipline, your emotions, your work, and your lifestyle. Work on that aspect so that when the market is moving, you have the right state of mind to be able to trade it.
Man. So like if you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself when you first started trading?
That's another good one. So if I was to go back, the first thing that I'll do is slow down.
Huh.
Slow down. Don't rush it.
Right.
Don't be in a rush to make money. Find a mentor, learn the right approach, and then you can start making money. But slow down. That's the key word that I'll say to myself, because I was in a hurry to make money. Boy, I was in a hurry. So I'll, I'll tell myself to slow down and then learn it properly. Take your time to learn the market and then understand yourself,
Mm.
because you get to a certain level, you understand that the market is all about yourself.
Right. Right.
Market is all about yourself. So take your time, study yourself, understand what approach works for you. Don't listen to people, right? Don't listen to the social media.
Mm.
Shut everything down and then find something that works for you, because not everything works for everybody.
Right.
So sit down, slow down, find what works best for you, the approach that works best for you, and then work on yourself. And then journal and demo trade. Uh, those things I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell my young self.
So last on advice for new traders, what is one mistake that you see new traders making over and over again?
Mm. The common one is, I need to make money today.
Right. I want to be
Yeah,
rich overnight.
yeah, that's the common one. They want to make money today, and I'll say, as a new trader, don't worry about that.
Hmm.
The money is going to come, but if you don't have something to sustain a consistency of the money coming, then you're not actually a trader. So slow down. As a new beginner, the money is gonna come. Don't rush it, and then learn something that is gonna sustain for a long time.
Huh.
Okay, because that's the nature of the game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So learn something that is going to sustain you for a long period of time. Because I've seen traders come in, new traders come in, and they want to make money quicker, so they buy themselves funded account, and then they rush to pass it, and they started making money. But 2 3 months down the line, they are back to square zero. So don't rush it. Uh, that's the common mistake that most new traders want to do. They want to make money instantly, tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes discipline, it takes commitment. So build yourself to the level where you can actually be consistent. So in the marathon, they don't sprint, right? They take their time to jog and reserve their energy because it's gonna take a long time.
Indeed. Indeed, man. So like before I let you go, I wanted to jump into some sniper questions. So
Okay.
this is all about scalping the answer off of these questions, right? So tell me the just a straight to the point answer on these questions. What is your go-to trading platform?
Trading view,
Hmm, Trading View. Okay. And coffee or energy drinks?
none.
Okay. So what is the most underrated skill in trading?
Psychology.
Hmm. Favorite book on trading?
How to make $1 million trading commodities.
Hmm. And do you trade with music or in silence?
Music.
Okay. So best stress reliever after a rough day.
Breathing exercises.
Hmm. That's solid. Man, I appreciate you, bro. You have gave so much insight, so much knowledge, so much jewels. You blessed us today, brother.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Man, thank you for coming through.
No problem. Always here for
Square
insight.
business, man.
Yes.
So, guys, thanks for tuning in to No FOMO Podcast, where we discuss keeping it cool and adapting to today's everyday changing markets. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit like and subscribe and come back and join us so that you don't miss those future drops. We've got plenty of more insight coming your way. Until next time, stay focused, stay disciplined, and remember, when it comes to trading, the best way to be is having no FOMO. Y'all be cool and catch us on the